Three, two, one. Good morning, everybody. Well, technically, it's no, it's still morning. Good deal. So, I woke up at 9 o'clock to a raging thunderstorm outside. My poor sister had to take trash out before she went to work because I forgot last night. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. She had to drive to work wet. Me and my friends were having a conversation. I'll get to the introduction in just a second. So I like to go down wiki holes. I really like to go down wiki holes. Sometimes, I'll just be perusing and something will catch my eye, or I'll watch a short on YouTube, and it's like, okay, well, I want to know more about this one because I'm continually curious. Too, my brain needs input like a fucking computer. So pop quizzes every once in a while. We'll just try to trip the other one up. Weird off the wall shit you probably haven't thought about since like college or whatever. And I do not know, but Wikipedia is owned by. Let me make sure I say this right. Soros. So arg. Arg. Hold on, I'm thinking of how to word this. Censorship and data. Data sharing. Okay. All right. So that is a whole different conversation. But we're sitting here, we're talking about the wiki. And evidently you can't trust the wiki anymore. I know my wiki. Oh. All right, we'll just go ahead and get into it. Hi, Anti-Dina. This is my Rimworld 100-year challenge, and we're getting started today, evidently, with an existential crisis and a thunderstorm. Fuck me. All right, let's go. We're gonna load our game up, and say is titled Comfort Fort because we're gonna get our fort situated all the way. And my sisters are texting love yous. Use both. My middle sister right now is going to college for her CPA or for her accounting, and she is killing that shit too. I want to go back to school. I don't want to spend $200,000 going back to school. Oh my god. I know I could. I know I'll do good. I'll do excellent. If my sister's rocking school, I mean, it's a no fucking brainer. But it's just all the fucking money. I can't. I just really can't. All right, so let's go ahead and deconstruct all those. We'll cancel all of these because it looks like nope. Hi, Bijou. Better cancel on that one. We'll build a couple copies here just to make sure that gets done. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right, but no, my wiki. Oh, it's what I get for picking at my friends. I thought it'd be a cute little thing to go through, and now I can't trust my wiki anymore. Bullshit. Dang it. We also got to get some trades in because I've got all of the arts coming in from our mole hole, which I did on purpose. Let's see. Do I want to get a miscellaneous or do I want to go ahead and clear out what we got? I think we're going to clear out what we got. I know I want a couple of things. First thing I want is a pretty good trade with the Merchant Coalition. So let me grab somebody. And it's really funny because not only is it thundering outside, it's also thundering in my video game, but look at this. Not a tremor, not a shake. Like, fuck yes. I will always be scared of thunder and lightning. Always. Always, always, always. But I'm not wanting to hide underneath my bed. So that is fucking progress. Call it Merchants Coalition. We're going to get a couple of trades real quick in. Because I've got to get art done and I got to get some more money. Herbal Trader. We want Exotic Gods. Oh, it's going to be a words be a hard day today. Exotic Goods Trader. I also want to call Taya. We want Trade Caravan, Exotic Goods. Okay, disconnect. We also want Lagua. We want a Trade Caravan. We want a Bulks Good. And then I need to get Kaz or Soren. I believe it's Kaz. We're going to do... I know I said we wouldn't do any trades, but I got to get a lot of this art out of here. I didn't realize how much art I had. And then we'll go and we'll... Because the Merchants Coalition will be almost immediate, and the other ones will come in about 3 days. So we'll have time. Arg, my wiki. Trade Caravan, Imperial Trader. Okay, disconnect, and then we are going to trade with the old school. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go down here first. And we're going to see what they've got to trade. But I definitely want to, not my fuel optimizer, that stays at the house. Let's go. Not my legendaries. Legendaries stay. Masterwork and lower can go. We're gonna go ahead and get up enough. Cover everything that I could possibly want. Now let's see what they have to buy. Definitely gonna get the gold. Gonna get a second shock lance. Architect Eye, the Love Enhancer. Might as well buy some extra stuff. Some aesthetic shapers. We definitely don't need any books. We got the books. Flash Storm, Word of Serenity, Word of Love, Word of Joy. No archetype packs though. That's a shame. Oh no. There we go. They got one. They brought one archetype capsule to me. How dare. No. Undo. I don't want to archive that. Oh. No wiki. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, let me get back to my dang Twitch chat. What I'm supposed to do instead of texting my friends while I'm streaming live. Oh, there we go. I swear. Okay, so let's go take a look. What else do we want? I can't believe I don't have orange as a skin color, but we'll add it. Uh, and floppy ears I don't have. That's silly. Alright, let's see. Fat body 2, don't need that one. Let's grab another Soothe Pulsar, the Plasteel, the Bioferrite, the Death Rest Capacity Serum for sure. The Sakite Tea, even though I don't need it. Literal Meds, because I don't need them. We're just grabbing all the things. And then we don't need a male bowl, but we will grab that female. Alright, so we're down to $16,000. That's before. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. That's fine though. I've got more than enough artwork to cover that, and if I don't have enough artwork to cover it, I absolutely for fucking sure have enough smoke leaf too. We should be able to cover, and it takes care of my little overage right here. Beautiful. 13,000. All right. Let's go with. We haven't sold any beer in a while. Let's go with 1,000 units of beer. Oh, that took it down to 5,000. That's great. And then, do you want smoking leaves? Smoke leaf, smoke leaf, smoke leaf. Yes, you will take smoke leaf. 2 will sell 1,000 units. 21. Let's go 1,150. 31.9. We'll accept that, confirm it, and then we've got to trade again to get them back to 100%. So 94, we need 6 points. No, they're perfectly fine. Let's go to gift them. So I just want to make sure that we get it ready. Let's go 500 units. Is 23. Let's try 100. Is 4. Let's try 150. Is 6, which is overkill, and they're back to 100. Fantastic. Alright, now we're going to wait. Get all that stuff done. And then that's going to say it doesn't have a spot. And that's going to say it doesn't have a, where's the other one? That's going to say it doesn't have a spot. Well, they'll get those all turned in and fixed. Do I not have miscellaneous to use in here to sell these guys? I probably don't. One there. See, where's that stop at? Right there. One there. And the last one there. It's also very dark. Did I never put lights in here. Let's go with wall lights. Like I said, sometimes there's just little bits that you gotta go in and fix. This is the fiddly bits I was telling you guys about that I wanted to go in and fix eventually, but eventually will be today. Doesn't have good light source. Neither does that. Neither does that. Or that. Alright, that should make that work. Neat. We got lights in there. That's fine. It also needs to be hot urgently. It sucks because, you know, I love my wiki, and it's not the good stuff. Damn it, damn it. It'll be fine. Existential crisis over for the moment. It looks like that is painted already. I like that gray. Do I know if I like that gray? We'll come back to it later. We got more stuff to do. Oh, yeah. I see a gray floor and I want it painted blue. And then, yeah. Oh, this one, this one, this one. Perfect. There we go. All right, that'll be fixed. It just takes some time. I can't wait until we don't have to do penocycline anymore. Okay, we're good here. Let's go over here, check out over here. Let's make sure that we've still got some wildlife to hunt, which is very importante. Let's go ahead and go with the muflos. We'll probably get some tags, but that'll be okay. Let's make sure the Underdark, the mole holes are working properly. I do believe they are. Still have a little bit of dirt in here, but I think they'll get it cleaned up. And they're still hauling artwork, so that's going to take them a minute too. Let's check over here on everybody else. We're good. The food's good. The food's actually more than good. We're getting on up there. And there's my Muflo Revenge. Who? Just the one, though, I think. Oh, I don't think so. We're hunting Muflo. Hunt the Muflo. Alyssa mad. I'll hunt the Muflo. Queen is hunting Muflo. Precious is hunting Muflo. There we go. That's perfect. Because that triggered them all. Yep. All good things. Hunt the vulture over here. Boy, they are really intent on hauling shit. Good for them. Alright, got some steel hauled urgently, and then we're good to go. Yep. We got 2 Muflo over here. So let's go and check out this. Oh, it's a winter. It is full on winter. That's wonderful. Oh, and it's snowing. So they can't do a thing about it. That should be fine. All right, so let's check and see how. All right, so we need more heat. That's for sure. But that's okay because we have the ability to put in more heat. Let's go here. Oh, no. I wanted them here and here. That should be enough, but we'll double check and make sure. My wiki. I would be whining about that shit all fucking day. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you find a resource. You trust the resource. You know it's vetted by multiple people. It has resources for said resources. And, you know, it's always been like a go-to kind of awesome bit. And now it's all fucky. Bruh. Alright, let's check the heat in my house to make sure everybody's comfortable. And we're not comfortable. Okay. Need more comfort. It's comfort fort. Alright, first things first, we are absolutely going to get some more beds worked up. Let's go ahead and get this one. That's an excellent double bed. We're going to put that right there. It's also another excellent one. We're going to put that one right there. And some of my, I think I'm going to put my night-night babies in one area, potentially. Or just to see. I don't think I need anybody in there except my guy. And I can always put that right there to keep it as a prison for now. I hate that we lost that other person, but it'll be okay. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes they go nutty and you have to just like skewer them with a mono sword. That's just the way it is. Rimworld things. How did that go? 41. Alright. I can... Let's go wall, wall, vent, vent. And... I think we'll have to. Alright. Temperature. We're going to go vent, 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 vent. Then we're going to go with a limestone wall. Here to here. Here to here. And we just got to remember to take that up. Structure. Let's go with heavy bridges here and here. Oh, gotta remove that foundation. 3. We've got to get that in quick. Also, that may be hindering that a smidge. Alright, so let's go with heavy bridges and get Bree to work on those. That'll disperse the heat, and then we can always like open the top during spring and summer. But it's a colder map. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. What we got? Yep, because it's going to be cold for a little bit. Bree. Can you please do that one? We really need this wall up. Okay, perfect. Alright, they'll close that off. That's all roof, so that heat should go directly in here. Now, then I just have to, you know, see how the heat is going to go. If it gets too hot, we'll have to block a vent or two. But we'll take a look. We'll look at it. That can't catch on fire. The steel possibly could, but I've never had a vent catch on fire when it's on a fire event, so... And then we also need to get our tingies. We need to get airlocks in here. And that's cool. We can do that. We'll do airlocks here and here, here and here. So let's go ahead and get, let's go with a wooden door there. That way it's a little bit faster for my guys. No doors on the inside. Let's do a door there. And there, and there, and then we're going to go with limestone blocks again, and we're going to go ahead and go all the way up and all the way over. Do I want that to be a corridor, or do I want to be like closed? Probably closed, so we'll have to do a little bit of snitpickling here, but that's fine. We're also running a little bit low on wood, so let me get my planter babies. Go ahead and get some choppies done. We need this done anyway to get... Oh, that's right, we need to go all the way out. Because I am wanting to make sure that this is all floored. It'll make our lives so much easier, and it gives us more room for... what is the word? Expansions. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought, because we can't, so let's do a door. Excuse me. Door there, door there. Cancel that door. Let's do a door here. And cancel that door there. Okay. Door there. And a door there. So that way they can run all that in. That also needs to be floored, and we need to get the rest of our things in. But I think we're out of teas. We're also going to start getting hypothermia if I don't put parkas on people, because that armor is not going to last much longer. So let's get that done as well. I do believe we already have the build done for parkas. Nope. Do until you have X. I've got 11 people. Do X times. Close. And then I need to change that where our assignment, manage apparel policies, gunner and melee. Let's make sure we can add a parka, because not every one has a parka. Add a parka. Horologist, add a parka. Housemaids, add a parka. If that gets a little, we'll go back in here and refix that. Chronometer, horologist, excavator, add a parka too. Alright, so that should be good. We'll be making the parkas, and they're having a party, which I love. Looks like we're also making a very small animal trap. Good to know. And my guys are partying, and I don't want to take them away from that. It's very importante. Alright, so let's go ahead and put, who already has beds? We're going to put Hushy in his own room. We're going to put Evans in her own room. Okay, then we need beds. And wood. And beds and wood and beds and wood and beds and wood. Let's go with those for the moment. Just nice little comfort items. Moss is working on stuff. Will you prioritize that one blueprint, please? And then we've got to get these guys hunted. Hunt. 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 And hunt the squirrel. We need that stuff, bud. Oh no. That overrides their building. I knew that. I knew that part. Alright, so our mech is born. I want to make sure that they're inside the house. And set them to auto repair. Beat a miss. Alright, so that should have taken everybody out. But our mink, that is our pet. I don't mind if they eat. Please don't hit the ship. You hurt the ship. Don't hurt the ship, Moss. We can't afford to fix it. Animal disease on my cows, and yes, it's definitely going to be a world's hard day. So noted by the fact I said worlds and not words. Wiki. Totally going to be a salty bitch about that one. It's the one resource I always trust. I don't want to vet everything I have to do. Ooh. Lindo's probably going back to sleep. Oh, let's have you work on that one and that one, please. We should start seeing some parkers being worn as soon as their weapons are done. I am going to put my warg in the greenhouses, and then let's check the temp. Still registering as outdoors at a -5. That's okay. Good job, Lando. Binks is... Let's get her to work on that. And there are my good traders. Fantastic. I was waiting on those. Okay. Let's go. Looks like we've got one on both sides. So we're going to have Warren trade with Lagua. We're going to have Yvonne trade with Thea. And I do believe Lagua needs the biggest bump. I think they're at 66. Less now that we put him, took him down, so. Alrighty. Pack up Pemmican. Let's go and grab all the meats they got. Insect jelly. Eggs we can pass on. Cloth we can pass on. The lizard skin I do want to send out eventually. Let's sell all those. We're fantastic on herbal medicine. Fantastic on that. Fantastic on that. Got some penocycline. Buy all the dye because we're going to do some more dyeing later. Carillion seeds. Oh, wait, let's see here. Don't think they bring anything else other than a couple of... Oh, I did have an orange. I just didn't know what I was doing. That happens sometimes. Especially on where it's be a hard day. GK's been fishing. One of those things that I really like to do, but I have to be in the mood to go fish because one, it's hot, and two, the sun is a deadly laser and it hates me. So there's that too. 19,000 bits of wood. There we go. That's what we can do. We can sell off our bad equipment. I would sell off all of our equipment if I'm being completely honest, but I don't want to do that. Maybe I do want to do that. I mean, I've got enough stuff to get all of that done again. All right, 19. We're going to accept for that. Confirm. And then we're just going to unload all the clothes because I'm pretty sure that if I get a good reset on that, it won't be so fucky. All right, so 51. I need 49 points. We can absolutely do that. No wakey. Oh. I am going to be a whiny little bitch about that all day. All day. And there goes the rain and the thunder outside again. But again, I'm not shaking. I'm not trying to crawl up under my bed. So that's good. Steel plate we don't use. Toxic pack. Smoke pack. Turret packs. I don't mind selling those. Not my crown. Good try, bitch. You're not getting my crown. Alright, we're going to sell everything. Well, technically we're not selling. We're giving away. Need 50 points. And I don't mind that either. We'll have a good reset on the clothes. I'm fine with that. 50. 51 offer gifts. They're back to 100% now. Please tell them to GTFO. Very politely, they are our friends. Haul urgently, and then Yvonne should be almost there. She is. Okay, dokie. Let's grab another cow. Component, advanced components, glitter medicine, Lisferum can suck my dick. I don't want none of that. We're low on plastil. Good to know. I'll have to go take a look. We don't need another second suit pulsar. We're good there. Fast +2. My Dr. Evil Science Laboratory, though, is going fantastically. I love that. That was one of my secondary goals, is to get as many of the gene packs as we could without duplications. So I am super happy about that. But still no archive capsules. That sucks. That's one thing I really, really wanted. Grab that skill trainer. Scroll down past the bajillion bits of books. Because I do have a decent library here. It's not the library that was in the Empire, but it's still decent. Grab a kidney, and we don't need that kidney. Back skin gland, might as well. An Architect eye. Another triple rocket launcher. Another shock lance. Grab all the gold. Alright, 11,000. And then we're going to just go straight through. And sell all of our goodies. No, I wanted them to have the clothes. Will they take the clothes? Let's see. I don't know that they'll take the clothes. They won't. Okay. That's fine. Just gotta make sure that we don't accidentally sell a legendary. We're not getting my legendaries, bitches. These are mine. I'm hoping to get a really good stockpile of the legendary stuff, so that way I can go back in to everybody's bedrooms and make them glorious. Probably not gloriously impressive, but at least very impressive. Ridiculously impressive. That's also acceptable. But this is the reason why I have my people set to art. Everybody can art, because look at that. I mean, that was so much money. And we're only out at most the cost of the power and the brickums. Alright, so we'll accept that, confirm that, and then they're back to 100%, so we don't have to trade with them again, but we will dismiss them. Yvonne, please dismiss. Thank you, thank you. And then we have that last one, and that's going to be our Warren. And they're still, I mean, they're just chilling there. I mean, I am okay with that. I am 120% okay with that. Alright, so we want... Oh, Kaz, you are the best. We'll go trade with the Broken Dominion. Looks like they got Muffalos, but we don't need Muffalos. I may want Muffalos later because they're fucking adorable, but we'll save that for the farm. Let's see. Grab those and those, and Glitterworld meds. And the extra steel, even though I really don't need it, but it's good to have a good backup supply. Please have some Architect capsules, Arco capsules. Please, please, please. Arco capsules. All the Arco capsules for me. Motherfucker. No Arco capsules, okay. Scroll down way past the books and see what else they've got. Now we're probably going to spend some money here, because if I remember correctly, they've got charge rifle at 46. We'll sell that one. Another good charge rifle. Let's grab one of those. One of those. We don't need any Intex. We don't need any of those. We are not using Recon armor. Alright, that one's at 59. 18 marine helmets. Holy shit. Prestige at 75. Cataphract at 59. Cataphract at 57. We could sell those for sure. Prestige. Sell that. Cloth cape. Not getting my crown. Good luck. Nice try. Alright, and let's go ahead and get on this. And that should still be enough without us having to tap into our legendary and get all of their money. Because I'm greedy, I want the money. Give me money. And that should be good enough, and we still have a boatload of art left. So let's see what that did. 69 to 88. We also want to trade again. We need 22 points, and we're going to get those 22 points by gifting all the way down to the bottom. Just roll. I do want to get them to 100. That poor one can go. Yeah, we traded them up to over 100. We'll go ahead and dismiss them and get everything else hauled. So that's good. We're all back to 100, which is fantastic. And we can go ahead and clear that out and then go back. Oh, no. My guys need death resties. So let's go with... Come on, give me my thingy. DK and Wicked. Let's make sure their beds are good. Issa, that's not your bedroom, baby. It's not Issa's bedroom. Let's put her over here, Issa. Yes, I close. Cages of fighting with Precious. What started that? Social. Precious called Cages a hippo. That's priceless. That's also funny as fuck. Imperial Dominion. Where's that from? Oh, they're up here. That would be Sorsha. You guys don't know where that name is. We can't be friends. Like, come on now. Excellent name. Oh, my dear Lord. We have blight over here. So let's disallow sowing. Disallow sowing, and then we're going to cut all blight. How did I miss that? Oh, I was probably talking. And words be hard days. Or words be hard days. Alright, ducks. We have alpacas that are pregnant again. I've got a male and a female. That'll be perfectly fine. Let's go components and mats. Components. Extra glitter world meds. I know we don't have... No, we do have a bit of money over here. Good deal. 103,000 units worth of steel. We're good. G-Pack Breathless. Breathless and cat ears. Do I have that? I don't know. I'm going to grab it just in case. And we do need a couple more books over here, so we'll grab a couple of the reading ones. Definitely no on the second readers. And then let's sell off our busted gear. Alright, 21. I'll take it. That's a good trade. We don't have to worry about gifting either. Okay, there's that. And then, Sorsha, would you please dismiss them? We'll get these hauled urgently. And it should be good. Beautiful. Alright, make sure all the blight is cut. And we'll check on that in just a little bit. We've got a fire that's over there. We don't have to worry about that one. And then I wanted to make sure Lulu and Ryan are in their death rust phase. They are. Perfect. Perfect. I still have that Ibex seed down there. It's fine for now. We'll go back through and double check it. It looks like we are finally getting very close to all of our things being done over there, and it looks like they've already pulled up the floors here. So let's get our floors started, so that way they have something to work on. And it's going to be a little bit of a thing real quick. And then we'll go back and we'll get some more comfort items done for our fort for sure. I'll put it down to 2 on some of these. Yeah. Oh. I know a little bit about what's wrong because I did not take my morning meds this morning because I woke up to thunder and lightning and it completely threw off all of my shit. So let's fix that just as soon as I'm done doing this little bit right here. And it's 3. Probably have done a 4 there, but we can take our time. There is no rush. That's the best thing I could say about all of this, is that with a 100-year colony, there is no rush. We can take our sweet time with just about everything. Well, as soon as the infrastructure is in place anyway. All right, that takes care of that. I want to make sure that that is still set to cut all blight, because there is one there that is not being cut and one there. We'll take care of this now while we're here. And the dividers do work like a charm. Alright, I think I'm gonna get that last of it before it spreads some more. And it looks like they did. Lovely, lovely. Very happy about my little colonies. I say little. There is nothing little about any of my colonies. My colonies are exceptionally fucking awesome. Got some more steel, some more steel, some more steel. I also don't have a lot of power run through there. But let's get this up here for sure. Thank you, autosave. I do love you, but you're a pain in the butt. Let's go there for that one. Let's put this one here for that one. And then slip that one there for that one. I would rather you guys haul those. There we go. That's done. Okay. Alright, so let's get back to our ship launch site. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check the temperature. So our temperature is not doing very good. We do have... we need an airlock. We need an airlock on both sides. So first, let's check the temperature in here. It's 69 to 70. So that's going on. We still have that one, but it should even out eventually. We'll double check that, but we absolutely need an airlock on these buildings, so let's get that done first. Let's go ahead and do a wooden door here and a wooden door here. A door... let's put that door there and there. And then we're just going to do a quick limestone wall. I'm okay with that being a side-only opening. Decent airlock. Very, very short, very simple. But the fact that they have to turn a corner to get through there is the best part of that. Airlock is done here as well. And we're still doing good on power. And that begins the coverage for this area here. We're definitely going to go where they can get in and out of it super easy. So we're going to need security doors up here. But again, that right there. I'm going to reinstall that there. And then we're going to run a little bit of power. I hate running conduit where we don't need it. But this is a necessary need to get to shit. So, yes. Alright. We can double wall the exterior. That'll help, and then we'll just remove the roofs when it's time. Okay. So let's get to work on the double walling, so that way we can retain some of that heat a little bit better. And that needs to be double walled anyway, just for security. Also, that makes that a death trap. No death traps for my people, please. We're just going to double wall it, and then we will put in the other bits later. So that won't take that kind of wall, will it? Means I need... Oop, oop. Alright, so we'll just do the bits that we can, and then we'll figure out what's the hold up for everything else. I think it's just because there's a little bit of a lake bed there that I didn't fill in properly the first time. No frickin' wonder. There's those and those. Looks like we're gonna have our wall out a little bit more than I intended. Probably by a bit, actually. That's fine. Want to make sure that this stays on roof, so we're going to go zone, remove roofum area, and that's fine from there to there. That'll get walled up, so I'm good there. And that right there will be a hallway. Oh, no. Yeah. What was that? We had some dead cows. That's fine. I knew that was coming because every once in a while you get a plague that actually wipe out cows. And again, fine with that. Those are some old cows. They're about 15. We'll probably lose like 5 or 6 of them that way. Now, let's see how the temperature's doing in here. So it's only down to 39. And I want more beds. Do I want more double beds? Probably. Oh. Get for texting my buddies instead of checking my Twitch chat. Yep. Twitch on this. Awesome. Okay. Did I close out my Twitch? No, I did not. So sorry about that, guys. Let me refresh that. Probably have to pull it up on my computer. I'm so sorry about that. I keep forgetting. I can't. My tablet has been resetting and recharging. I keep meaning to tell my sister about it, and I keep forgetting. But hi, GK. Good morning. I see you. I see you. Welcome. We're doing. Today is Comfort Day. The Comfort Fort. We're trying to make everything nice and comfy. Alright, so that the airlocks alone got us up another 10 degrees, which is fantastic. I definitely need another heater unit in here. Probably one in the dining room. And then we've got so much else to do. I don't think I need any in the hallways, but we are going to put another heater. Probably... they can destroy that if they really wanted to. Let's go ahead and put that in Zan's bedroom next to that. Do one there, one in there, another one down here. Yeah. Let's put that one. Put that one right there. So we should see that overall. I'm happy around 60, 70. That's the goal for that, but also refuel the generator. Come on, peoples, let's go. Speaking of going, it looks like my stream dropped again. That sucks. But it's going to be expected. We got thunderstorms and everything, pretty bad thunderstorms too. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't even remember when I started my stream. I know it's been longer than 17 minutes though. So I'm going to go ahead and take my walkie break. I'm going to make sure I get me a banana snack so I can take my meds. I will be right back. You guys hang tight. Beers is in charge of the comms. If he hollers for food, no, he's a little dirty cat liar. That tried to eat my ham sandwich earlier. Don't look at me like I just betrayed your entire race, you silly cat. I just got up and go give me a banana snack. There we go. Okay. Second donor, ladies Mac. Hold on. Gotta finish my snack. Cannot take my medicines on an empty tummy because they'll hurt said empty tummy. What did I miss in the minute I was gone? Probably looks like a lot. Alright, spider recruitment we're not going to use. Shoot frenzy we're not going to use. Psychic drones. Arg. Archive capsules we need, but that's also here at the ship launch site. So I really don't have a way of getting those home. So we're going to pass. Ladies Mex is a day. Mechanoid cluster lands at the time menagerie. Initially dormant. Again, nothing I want to work on right now. We're got our hands full here. So that's 60, 70 in there. That's still 42. Is this all indoors? Let's double check and make sure I didn't fuck up a ceiling somewhere. I didn't. Okay, so we need at least one more, possibly two more. Alright, that is 34. I could do basic. Oh no, you don't. No. I see exactly where you're going. Those are my miniature collections. You don't get to raid my miniature collections because you know what you'll do with them? You'll eat them. Why? Because you're a dumb cat. And or you'll knock them out or get them out of order or try to play with them. In which case they will spill everywhere because they are up there haphazardly and they're not connected by anything but a little bit of tape. So, no. Yeah. He's so adorable. Yep. Also, I get to mess with him feces. He doesn't like it. Alright, there you go, buddy. And of course, there's another bot in my stream. Fuck off, bot. And just so you guys know, I do actually flip them off when I say that. Because I can. Alright, so that's to a 50. Let's get this up a hair bit more. Let's go with another heater in the dining room. And then I guess we could spare a heater in each hallway. They don't use a lot of power, and we're not going to have that much of a... Oh, that's going to be an issue. Maybe not, because that's like -2, and it's not pumping out a lot of heat. If I unroof that, that makes that... Okay, so we do this instead. Can't because I've got double doors. That sucks. Alright, we'll just have to keep an eye on that temperature in there. -2 in there, that's good. 59 to 60, 60 to 70, and that should equal that out a little bit more. Hey, buddy. Alright, hold on. Let me get comfortable. Let me get my good blankie, because of course it's less than 80 degrees and my dumb Floridian ass is chilly. I don't get that. How did I go from like 70 being hot to 70 being... Oh my god. I'm fucking dying. I need my blankie. I don't know how that works. It's like 75 and I'm legitimately like chilly. Nope. Don't you put those ears back at me, little boy. For all intents and purposes, I am your mother. Don't give me none of that damn sass. You just lay down and look cute. That's so funny. All right, you can get over there. Just don't knock over my tea, please. And then we get more comfy. If that's even possible. Probably isn't going to be possible, but I'm going to try. Okay. Food down, medicine down, stream is up. Even though my timer got a little off wonky. I'll bet you that happened with that big last clap of thunder that came through. Alright, so we're at 65 in there. We're at a good 60s in there. 70s through there. And that is not getting very hot. Perfect. Excuse me. Alright, so there's that. Let's go ahead and get the rest of that wall done up there. And that is exactly even. We'll make sure that that doesn't get roofed up. So, remove roof area. Let's just make sure that stays open. Probably from there to there. I want another ground penetrating scanner. Alright, and then let's go structure. We have plenty of the limestone, and we do want that there. No, we gotta go up one. That's right. Let's go ahead and get that last level, and we'll fill in the corner beds if we need to. I don't think we're gonna need to though. Our ward. That's not. Is that my ward? Why are you outside, bud? Oh, probably because I did the thing wrong. That tracks. Let's look at the zone for the greenhouse. Inside area greenhouse. Okay. Inside area greenhouse. And then I need those taken up. Remove foundation. Right, Lando. Clear. I messed that up. Nope. Clear work. And then as soon as that's done, we want to put the heavy bridges down, and then I want for you to start on that. Hush to start on this one. Oh, you can't. Martina can though. Nope. Nope. So, oops. Oh, I gotta put the damn order down first. I swear. So yeah. That's one's gonna be for the Hushy Boy. Alright, then Lando, if you wouldn't mind, work on that. Evans. I beat you. Yeah, dude. Like, pick your poison, buddy. Like, I need you to pick one spot and stick at it, bud. And Binks has got the rest of it. Good job, Binks. You see that right there? That's why I told you to pick your poison. Chair or desk. You cannot get up there where I've got my minis. You're not listening to me today. Just fine. Cats sometimes have hard days. Alright, I definitely want that wall there for sure. That one there. Those can be filled in too while I'm thinking about it. But the doors on the inside, which are going to be fine. We'll just open those up. Open all this up when it gets to be summer. We will go through another summer at least. Potentially 2 or 3. What's up, bud? Are you upset because I didn't let you get over there and play in my minis? Probably. You know, they expect that cats have the intellectual capacity of a 3-year-old. Which I get that. Some cats are smarter. Some cats, like my Velcro, is just a ball of orange fluff with the occasional brain cell once every year. And there are, you know, some dogs that are just brilliantly smart. Also, do not chomp on my arm. What is wrong with you? What is thine major malfunction, my cat? If you're just going for the shits and gigs, I completely understand that, but also, motherfucking owl. Like, all of the motherfucking owls. And 2 there. Let's see. 1 there. No death traps. Diatomus. Go ahead and fill that in too. And I don't know if they need the front access or the sides. I'll just leave that open just in case. I want to put it in where they can't get to it, get the wood up. My buddy. So is that all that you are intending to do today? Is just ask for petties? Like consistently? Like all the time petties? I get that. He's one of the ones that he doesn't snuggle me at night. He'll lay down like approximately close, but he doesn't snuggle. It's when he's up that he wants all the attention. And then Velcro, anytime I lay down, he's like, oh, there's a bed with a person. Let's go fuck that shit up. Not on my laptop. One over there. Over here. Or over there. Pick a spot. You damn cat. Bum, 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 bum. I was so happy the first time I beat this game and heard that soundtrack. I was like, fuck yeah, that's so cool. And also, I'm very, very glad because it does, on my Twitch stream, it does say that, you know, it's for intended audiences only. Thank you, GK. Yeah, bots be botting hardcore today, bud. No, good deal. Where do I want said door here? And then how far out do I want that to stay? We definitely want security doors, so we're going to do the security door in line with the top line, which will be right there. And then we'll put another one there, and there, and there. So that is going to be 4 wide. I don't know that I want a security door down here, but we're going to try. And also, I don't know that we have enough plasteel for all of that. We should. Chris is working on it. Let's go ahead and get that inside. That will help. And we've got a grape hall. I'm not really worried about the traders right now anymore. We're still working on getting all of the artwork from our mole hole. But it's 50 and 2 components plus steel, I think. 50 components and 50 ply steel and 2 components. So that's 200, that's 250. We should have that much in storage. All right, so there is our first of our toxic waste packs. So I want to make sure that we go down here to my, where did my tree go? Did I accidentally take out my Pollux tree? No, I did not. All right, so prevent cutting. And then we're going to set this for a zone for our toxic waste packs. Also, it's so freaking cold that I really don't have to worry about those deteriorating outside. Let's see, it's 1, 2. Oh, where did it go? Is it 2 down or 1 down? Shoot. 1 down, 2 over. Eep. 1 down, 2 over. 1 down, 2 over. On each side. 1 down, 2 over. I think that's 1 over, 1 down. 1 over, 1 down. And then just 2 down, 1 out. Okay. 1, 2 down, 1 out. Beautiful. All right, we're going to set this for storage. Clear all. Priority. Critical. Toxic waste packs. TOX. It's a words be hard and a spelling bee hard day too. Shit. All right, we're going to take away toxic waste packs here. Cat. I see you. I can literally see you. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll get those hauled urgently. Bud, come sit. Oh, he's being all of the brat today. Alright, so temperature 69 to 70. That's perfect. Everything's on. Beautiful. Love that. 64, 63, 64. Okay, I can deal with that. That's fine. I do want a secondary wall here and there, but we're going to have a secondary wall here anyway just because of the ship. And then when we're ready to launch, we'll tear all this down and leave it just the way we found it. Leia came to see Tooth's remembrance. Tooth taught us a lot of really good lessons. Build copy. What do we need for the copy? 154 and in advance. We can do that. Okay, so that gives me my outline for that. Let's go limestone wall to there. We'll go limestone wall to there because that will not be a death trap because we have doors open. If I build there, that will be a death trap. We'll do that there and that there and that there. One of those there. I'm okay with that being a smooth wall. And then there. 2 more there, 1 there, 2 there, 1 there. That should even that out. We got one more brickles. And that's not a death trap because that's on both sides of the wall. So nobody can actually get stuck in a wall and die. Not that I haven't ever done that to a pawn before. Ever. Despite all the video video proof to the contrary. There we go. Let me go to everybody on here and look at their gear. And if we see anything forest, I want to go ahead and remove it. Why don't you... Okay, you do have pants. Somebody didn't have any pants. That's so good. That's so good. Pretty sure Chris has got the... Alright, he's got the forced array. I think we have another array done. Pretty sure we do, because I just had one made. Array. No, we don't have another one yet. Okay. Zan, put that back on. Alright, and then we'll get that array headset done pronto. Oh, I don't have a workbench for it. That would be why. Machining table. I put that right there. Get that array headset done pronto. Beautiful sounds too. Like, Anomaly is not my favorite DLC, period, but they have some of the bangingest tunes. And I don't know if it's P music or the actual game, because I didn't play Anomaly very much before I went into Empire, and then Empire had P music, because P music is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and get us an array headset belt. Make an array. There we go. D until you have X. We're going to go 1 details above 70% and count it quick because we don't have one person. And then I want Zan to actually work on that because he'll get that done. We'll go ahead and get him to put the new one on. And all will be well. Yes, yes. Alright, so I do want to get some storage in here. That was our next bit, and we'll absolutely make that out of marble, which we should have plenty of, because I went and had them collect all of it in that one little area. There we go. Alright, gear. Clear force, confirm, and forceware array headset. Beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. So we can technically destroy this because we're not making any more mechs. So we're going to go ahead and deconstruct that, because I know we're not making any more mechs because we just needed the clean sweeper. This has got to stay on to regenerate mechs. Do forever. And then eventually I'm going to need a heavy mech recharger, depending on how bad we get clusterfuck by that thing, but it shouldn't take too long. I'll know pretty quickly whether or not we're going to get clusterfucked or not. No, I'm not going to stop saying that. It's funny. Leave me alone. Alright. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We do want items out here. We do want to run some more power through there. But that can wait until we have the wall done. It looks like we got one more run there. And then we also want to do 2, 3. We'll only do 3 walls down there, because I know we're going to be running a little bit light on the plasteel. get the wall done, get our storage up, go ahead and get the rest of our hydroponic bays in, because I do believe we're going to switch everything to hydroponics just to make it a little bit faster. Even though that's some good soil down there, hydroponics are still really good, and we should have enough power for them. And if we don't, I need to know now so that way I can plan for a power field, or at least a row of chem generators. I also wanted one more line out here of the limestone walls, just so that way we've got a good bit of insulation in the base, and then that's going to be insulated all the way. Another one here, and I do have an out here, which is fine because we're just going to do that right there to make that a little wall. It needs to be that high. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. We may have to do 4. Let me do 4 there. I may just bite the bullet and make that 4, just so that way it's all nice and neat and even. The stuff I do to make stuff even or odds is a little silly, but then again, my base. I'll do what I want. Yeah. Plenty of limestone left, I'm sure. Yeah. And then I really wanted to get some uranium to start that. We do have a little bit out here. I do want to do the outer wall in uranium, and we also need to redo the plans for this because it got messed up because of course she built it, and unlike Mo planning, you can't, it doesn't automatically like leave your stuff where it's supposed to be. You have to redo it all. Hard. Alright, so let's start that uranium wall as soon as this is done and our interiors are done and we get a little bit more comfort items. I need beds. What else do I need? Beds, walls, beds. I need some more art, which I can get Hush to do. It's not gonna be a problem. Need to get the kitchen set up correctly. When did I start my stream? That's a very good question. I'm going to check on Twitch and see when that last stream ended. And at what point in time. Let's go to Twitch. Let's go to my channel. Because I completely forgot. Creator dashboard, content. Alright, so that's an hour and 24. We're 47 minutes in. So another hour, which is right around 1:30. Okay. Let's go ahead and export this part. Oh, I can't export it yet? Oh, because that's the one I'm currently broadcasting. Derp. Well, this says it's one continuous stream. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's close that out before I mess something up, because I will mess something up. So we'll call 1:30. We'll call 1:30 as in the stream time, because I've still got some adulting shit to do today. Oh, and you guys come right in my base. Lovely. Oh, you're going out of my base. Again. Lovely. Oh, let's see what we got for extra power. 24,000 stored. I don't have that much extra power. And I want to make sure that the ship does not accidentally connect to anything there, so I have to be really careful. I may run that interior line and that exterior line, even though it's more of a security risk. Technically a braking risk. So yeah, you're a good trader. Let's go see what they've got. extra medicine for sure. Suits, hammers, that recurve bow can go. Those are mine. Flak vest can go. All the broken gear can go. I don't think they have enough money, but that's okay. Alright, and go. Confirm. And then please dismiss. Every trader that's on my map is more than my computer has to render. Let's not say we did. So far, so good. Got one more bit of limestone there. That makes it a solid wall. Let's go. Oh. Death trap. That, though, won't be a death trap. But we can go ahead and do. Right. Then I'm pretty sure the interior wall is fine. I just really wanted that exterior wall nice and thickums. Still a fire. Okay, that's fine. Though we do want to go ahead and get all these hauled in. It is hilarious. The only thing I've got to do over here is make sure everything gets hauled. And let's see how. Oh my. I need a fabricator in here. Where are my fabricators at? Kevin is in Kevin does vents. Let's see if in a Chronos Aeon. Lamp, Chronos Aeon. I'm using fabricators. Got unreleased clean sweepers and unnamed clean sweepers. I know about those. They're in fabricators. Okay. Yeah. That'll work. Let's see if any of them come down here and do this. Do I have that where mechs can't play? I do. Shit. Any worker. Any worker. That thunder in game has nothing on the thunder this morning. Like it was right outside and it sucked. Okay. Roaming cows again. Yep. I was about to say, we do have penocycline storage everywhere. Okay, let's go back over here. It's about fire. It's fine. Dan and Evans are social fighting. What started that one? Dan and Evans. Evans called Xana gerbil. No, that'll do it. People are so mean. Alright, we do need to start penocycline making in here, which means I need a drug table. I don't really have a lot of room for, so... Why are those on the floor and not storage? All raw foods. That's set to low. That's set to low. Because it doesn't matter which way on that one. Okay. Let's go production. Let's go with a drug lab. So we'll be able to smush that guy in there right there. Also, do want another chair for it. And then we'll set them to do medicine until they have 50. I also need a small little thing for cloth. Structure. Furniture. Let's go with a small marble shelf, so that way I know not to undo that. And we'll put that one right. We want it close. Put that one right there. And that one will be for storage, clear all, critical. We'll do nutramine first, and then penicillin. In EU, nutramine. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's coming along swimmingly. Epsilon is kicking ass and taking names on the hauling and the cleaning. Between him and that clean bot, we are good to go. Alright, let's get the rest of our walls done. That wall is completed. We need these walls down here complete. And only got a few more left to go. How's the temp? 65. How's the temp out here? Not bad, and our freezer is doing phenomenally. Okay. Good deal. Storage through here. Okay, I'll make sure that we have everything but food items and plant matter. So plant raw resources, plant matter goes in there too. Resources, clear that out. Plant matter there. And go ahead and get that hauled around because those will despawn in there. Imperial trader from the Broken Dominion. Where's that? Okay, so that's a source to call. Muscle parasites. On whom I'm unsure. Okay. That's not gonna hurt. Most of those are my employed biological providers, so that's not gonna be too bad. Alright, so 9,700 literal meds. Still we're good on. No archive capsules. That's what I was wanting to see if they had. Hand talon. Readers. That one cataphract, that's bad. Except, alright. So we'll get those hauled urgently, and that'll be all here. We'll get back to our wall building. Oh, crow, it's going to be a cold window spot this morning, bud. Alright, so that's our first tag of hypothermia on Alpha. Alpha think we have a parka. One there. She's wearing it. There's one down there. Alpha's too old to be getting hypothermia. Wearing that cloth parka. Yep. My buddy. Did you come for petties? You did come for petties. It's alright. Alpha will be nice and taken care of here in a minute. Scritch, 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 scritch. I got a kitty, got a kitty. I got a kitty. Awesome. Now, yesterday was an easy night because we had pizza, but today I've got to animal starvation. On who? Work. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll take care of that because I didn't realize we can't keep them if we can't feed them. All right, a little bit more wall, power, and then we're going to get to the rest of our stuff. And 1:30 will be a good stop time. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct, but it's in another hour, so that feels right. I just wasn't paying very much attention about when I started my stream this morning because, that's a word, and I think it can be a hard day today. And also, I'm a damn wakey. Rawr, 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 rawr. Hey, buddy. You have two options. You can sit in a gloriously free lap, or you can go to the side, or you can get up there too. That'll work. Virtual opportunities soon is going to be our the one where we burn stuff, our Bernie Festival. Alright, and that should be working on the last of our doors. We'll get all this. We have plenty of steel, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the plain steel floor. And that we have a little bit of steel put away, and that's only... We only have 1,000 units of steel. We need more steel. A riddle of steel, as always. What do we got? We got anything close? Of course we don't have anything close. Why would we have anything close? Do you have some steel up there? We're going to run power and minies. But we need that uranium. I don't want to turn that off. Well, minor mechs work drills. Wisteria and Issa are social fighting. My Wisty girl normally doesn't fight much. Cat. Cat. Let's see what started that social. Issa compared Wisteria to Koala. So, yeah, no. That was it. That'll do it. Okay. So we need power. I'm betting those guys are drawing on the ship. We also need to fix that. That's the last wall. Okay. Power. Hidden conduit. We've got the conduits on the inside, so we'll continue to use conduits on the inside. And then we'll Yep, those are connected there. These are not connected, so as soon as that's run, we'll get that done. That needs light. We can have light when that power is run. So we're waiting on that. We got to get this steel because we need more steel. I could trade for it, but I don't have a Miski trade beacon up. I need to get one up. I don't want to get one up until I know where I'm going to put my storage bits. Probably in that bottom left hand corner, but right now I don't know for sure. Hi, Velcro. Did you finally decide to come get some lap pats? Yes, you did. Drink my tea. I just spent the last hour moving your brother. Can you decide on where you want to sit, please? More muscle parasites. Again, muscle parasites we don't really have to worry about, but I do want to see, I think the Sorsha just infected Solaire. So I don't, yeah, 2 years on that regrowth there. 1.5 years on Solaire. And then, let's see, I don't think my other housemates are ready to be infected yet either. So that's going to take time, which is fine. That's exactly why we had the implanter gene added to those genogerms, so that way I don't have to worry about getting Alcrat capsules all the time. I need some now because I have to put in another round of the Centurion version 2, which is technically version 3 because I fucked up the first version. But Chris and Moss should be able to infect people with their perfect... I didn't think about that. That's right. Chris, Bio. Oh, they don't have the implanter gene. That's what fucked up with that. That's right. They've got the perfect immunity. They just don't have the implanter gene. I can go ahead and start. Yep, we're working on those. That should be complete. Let's look at our power relays. And that is complete. We're going to reconnect. And reconnect. And reconnect. And reconnect. Alright, so let's take a look at power one more time. Power. Perfect. Alright, nothing is pulling on the ship. It is powered down as much as it can be. It's not connected to my grid. Fantastic. Walls are done. Good. First things first, we do need more steel. We're going to forbid these 2. We're going to build a couple of copies up here. I think 3 should be sufficient. We're going to run some more power while we have the steel. And we're going to go ahead and run it down the line there to connect where? Over. Yeah, because we're going to need power for our turret, so that actually works. Now we wait again for more power to be completed. Just fine. This tea's so good. It's gotten to the point where I've got to water down my unsweet zero sugar sweet tea, or unsugared zero sugar sweet. One of those is correct, and I can be fucked if I can figure out which one this morning. Again, a total words be hard day. But after this, I gotta go and set something up for dinner, get a plan for dinner, which I think... Got those noodles in there. I think we might have a thing of Alfredo sauce left. Thinking maybe the egg noodles and Alfredo sauce with cooked chicken. Sounds good to me. And I like egg noodles and Alfredo sauce. And egg noodles tend to be lighter on the tummy too. What's the problem here? Is that a train? Nope, not a train issue. Okay, good. Hi, Velcro. Oh no. The feetsies are moving under the blanket. I gotta be careful. It's going to attack. Oh no, it's the attack cat. Dun dun dun. Alright, so... let's see how much uranium we got and see if we've got enough to start the wall. We do, a little bit anyway. So let's do our storage units first. Regular medicines can stay in here. I don't have a hospital room set up. Let's make one before all my plastil runs out. Let's have this room here be the hospital. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Miski is vital monitors. I think we're going to be able to fit 3. Oh, it's going to be too small if I do that. All right. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And we'll get a proper 4-bed hospital in there. If I have more than half of my guys out in a fucky, we'll just have to bring back up from our other colonies, which I absolutely can do. I'm going to try not to, but I can do if shit goes up and shit goes tits up, because of course I can. It's my run. I get to make the rules. And then looks like Brienne, Martina, and Zoya are the only ones in there right now. That'll be the hospital. That'll be good. Gotta get some floors in. And then while we're doing that, we'll figure out what to do about the rest of the storage units. So I do want a little, I do want a little bit of order in there, but it's not imperative. It's not anything like what we've got to go and redo over in Tasty Mountain Home. All of those zones and all of those things with the storage that I have zoned out and they go to one place only, that's also adding to our time lag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to do, probably the worst thing I could possibly do is make it all general storage and it all be everywhere, and we'll just have to rely on our search function. But that'll also take a huge load off of the back end of everything I'm doing. I haven't done that yet because I don't want to. But again, it's a how well the computer is processing issue. We're doing okay on time. We're not crawling by. And like I said, this space will be gone, and then we'll get a little bit of our time back as well when this is complete. So it's 53. Probably around year 55 is when I'm going to start it. Probably around the end of the year, which will be summer. Be easier for us to survive during there. And we'll launch the ship. We'll have our 15 days of absolute insanity over here. But I also need those other 2 years to make sure that we have enough shit. And I do believe today is August the 1st. No, it's the 30th of July. So next tomorrow begins my bro Chacha's birthday month. And unlike previous years, I don't have any money to spoil him with. So I'm going to have to figure out something I can do that's not going to cost any money. Because the girl's broke. Not broke enough, I can't pay my bills. Still can. I still got a little bit of time before it gets like, I'm going to go work at a damn... gas station. But I got a little bit more time. So I got to figure out something cool. Something that's not going to cost money. And I'm not going to say it on stream either because he's listening. But I got to think about it. Because birthdays are special. Yeah, we got like, no, my birthday's not special. I don't want anything. Bullshit. Everybody needs something on their birthday. Even if it's a digital something. Even if it's just a wonky rendition of happy birthdays to you on a text message in my squeaky, icky voice. Yep, yep. Also, it's the way you show you care. And it's never the cost of the gift that matters. I try to go for shit that's useful. My sister does not like stuff. Flat out, she does not like stuff. She likes experiences. So I try to go take us to do like things like the room where they lock you in and they don't let you out. Motherfucker. Oh, it's such a words be hard day today. We've only done like every single one but one here in Port Charlotte, and the one that we've got left is the damn Smoke a Lot, the weed one. What? Escape rooms. Trust me when I say a words be hard day or words be hard day. That is one of the days today. All right, and we got a psychic ship that we have to take care of. Where is it at? That's over here. Oh, you done fucked up. What'd you drop? Absolutely nothing we can't handle. Awesome. So we're going to grab all of our people minus our housemates. We're going to bring them right over here. We're going to undraft our housemates because they do not do combat. I say that I don't care about my housemates, but if you'll look, I made sure that they all have at least decent rooms. They're comfortable. I give them parkas when they're cold. I treat them when they're sick. I even gave them a beautiful, one of my favorite xenoderms that I've ever made in my entire life. I am thinking about adding no sleep to my housemates, but that's a punishment and not a reward. But that'd be so much more effective. They don't even have to recharge like mechs do. They just grab food and then they go back to work. Alright. So we got all of our people there. We're going to go down. At least here. At least they gave us a rainstorm. That's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do a couple things. We're going to set up a turret wall. For 1. And then we're going to berserk the ones we can. For 2. And then we'll move them down. Then I'm going to pause because I don't want them to automatically fire. We're going to berserk the ones we can. Turret wall. Lulu, Ryan, and Source should both have aids. I think we can go ahead and call those as well. So let's get turret point 1, turret point 2, turret point 3. Turret point 4, turret point 5, turret point 6. And then, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to call Cages in real life today a hippo, just for fucking funsies. And he's not going to have any context about it. It's going to be amazing. Alright, then we also want to do stuff. Skip shield. Berserk. Alright, let's put those down. And the heat wave, that's going to be perfectly fine. Alright, then we're going to move them a little bit closer to the turret line. And then I want to go ahead and see if anybody's got enough for a berserk. Source has got enough for a berserk. Beautiful. Alright, then I don't think I have a shield. Use permit. Close that. We're going to call, not the aerodrome. I hate when it does that. We're going to do a cataphract squad. We're going to put them back here to keep them busy. We're going to call a trooper squad. We're going to put them there to keep them busy. And then I'm going to pull my people back just a hair. Because they should be able to take care of all those without issue. Adding in our turrets. I think we're okay. Francis went on a food binge. That's fine. Let's go ahead and undraft everybody that's hurties. Francis, you tripped out without getting anything. Where's my Lulu? There's my Lulu. No, I don't play favorites with pawns, but my Lulu is one of my favorites. Ryan. Zia. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Zia, you can't undraft, my dear. Then everybody else can come down here and melee attack this. We'll get all these ready to haul. I used to be so damn worried about a lot of shit in here. And now it's just like, yeah, I got this shit. All day. All day, air day. Lulu, you can go ahead and undraft. And then you guys can undraft too. But Ryan, I want you to help this guy who's hurt. Let's go coagulate. Alright, let's go coagulate on this guy too. You're out of coagulates. That's fine. Beautiful. Alright, we'll get this hold urgently. These hold urgently. Some of these hold urgently. Hold urgently. Alright, so we got a bad cobra. Beautiful. Oh, that'll work. Dude, you gotta get up or down on your own. I cannot save you, bud. Alyssa, Matt, and Nalia were fighting. Let me guess, animal related? Nope. Insulted her bravery. Well, that'll do it. That will absolutely do it. So we got a major break risk on a couple of people, but they'll be fine just as soon as they get in and get comfy. Alright. Now that that's done, let's get our floors in. We're going with the marble tile. Alright, then we want a vitals monitor. Looks like we're only going to be able to do 3, so that's 2. That puts that there. And then we want to, do we have enough plasteel for med beds? 599. How much are the med beds again? 120. Yes, we have enough. Let's go plasteel. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. We're going to go ahead and do some marble shelfums. I want to put 1, 2. I'll put 4 there. I'm going to go ahead and link all these bad boys together. Link settings. We're going to go storage, clear all. We want meds, but not the herbal meds. Glitter World and medicine, because they don't rot away. I also want to make sure that I got the neuro trainers in here. And mystical trainers. And that should be everything, and that's set to preferred. So we're going to go over here. We're going to take out meds. Take out those, and then we're going to take out the neuro trainers. And the Nutrimine. No Nutrimine in there. Neuro trainer. Any you. No neuro trainers. No skull trainers. Perfect. Alright, that will do for that. I've got one colonist idle. Who is idle in my grand? Ah, one of my housemates went idle. That's funny. Means I need to change their area. And I really do want to play with the no sleep genome in my next series, because that is amazing. Like, can you imagine an entire colony that doesn't fucking sleep? Oh my god. So much work done. All day, every day. But I just have to make sure that their food and comfort are on the maximum side of what it can be. But that's okay, because they'll be going in and we'll be stripping. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because I've been looking for an idea about what to do for my next Rimworld world. Because this right here, this entire premises is fucking insane. One, I know this, you know this, we should all know this by now, that what I am doing is the definition of insanity. which is perfect because it's what I want. So that's where the whole everything starts and stops, is that this is the world that I want. This is the world I'm going to play. So far, we're doing good. As soon as this base is done, I'm not planning on any more bases. This is the last base we'll get to build in this entire series, unless we go out and do something really silly in the last 10 years. But this is the last time I'll get to plan and do the base building stuff, other than the Beerus, which the Beerus is its own thing, but we already have the Velcros, so everything that's there is there. The only difference is that that is going to be up in orbit, which will, I don't know if that'll help or hurt. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Also, ow. I just bit my lip. I bit my lip. Ow. Exhaustion on Zia. Zia, go get some sleep, baby. Alright, so first things first, we got that, and that storage is completed. Perfect. I want to make sure my dyes are in here, so we're going to go storage. Dye. I want to make sure the dye is included. Dye is included. And it's not supposed to be in here. Did I take plant matter out? I know I did. Plant matter. No plant matter. And we got gut worms. On a few people. That's Odin. Yeah. That'll stop real quick once I get everybody on the Xenoderm, and we may do another run for Xenodermies. Okay, so it looks like we need, I'm just going to put regular storage. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take the storage, I'm going to copy those settings, and then we're going to move Epsilon. Epsilon needs his own room. I'm out of room for Epsilon to have a room. Oh. No, I'm not out of room. What we're going to do is we're going to reinstall that one there. We're going to reinstall this one there. We're going to give him a little corner. Shrink zone. Let's shrink the zone to there. We'll give him his own little corner. He absolutely deserves to have his own private space. Again, going back to, you know, they're not mine to love and cherish, but I still take care of them. I'll make sure they are marble walls. And we'll do the door there. You got to move that light. Reinstall that light there. We're going to build a copy. Put that right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Zan, would you mind? Got a torrential rain. We don't have to worry about that. And Epsilon just had a mental break, which is perfectly fine. He's allowed to have him a mental breakums, but that'll make that his own room. We'll make sure he gets comfortable and gets a good bed. Also, my cat's moved. I can spread out. Yes. Yay. Eat. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Beautiful. All right, now. Storage. Along the back wall for sure. Furniture. We're going to go with marble shelf foams. We're only going to go 2 deep, I think. Okay. We're going to pause just that way I can put them all in their own units. Link settings, paste settings, storage. Does that go to normal? Yes, it does. We'll put this down to low. All right, now we wait. Also, Moss and Evans were fighting. Oh my God, people, stop it. Insulted Moss's class. No, that'll do. That'll do it. You can't tell somebody they're trashy. They get really upset about that. Especially one of the colony founders. Oh, Flame of Remembrance opportunity. That'll give these guys enough time to get their shit together. And we'll go ahead and... Yeah, nope. The party's been called off because somebody got all pissy. That tracks. I don't think we have any bioferrite over there, so I can't give them a chill out pill. I had one soother and I already used it. Also, we're going to go about for another 25-ish minutes or so. And then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. That'll give me enough time to go in there, get the dishes done again, get dinner set out. I do have some bread, but I don't have like the really good bread for garlic bread. But I can make garlic toast. Undraft items. Begin Flame of Remembrance. And the last don't get to go. They know why. Begin. They killed my Iggy. No. That's my Iggy. And they fucking killed him. And I am still salty about that. And that happened a while ago. And I'm still salty about it. That's why they're both being punished long term. They will live the rest of their lives in my colony until they die. Hopefully not of something unbearably stupid, but I mean, it be what it be. Christmas tree. And one of them. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright. Let's see what we got here. It looks like most of the art is being moved. It's taken a while, but that's, that's to be expected. We gotta get this colored in, but I'll save that for when we're actually done. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see. Is that a different type of stone? Uranium wall? No, it's just either roofed or not roofed. I think it's roofed. It's fine. Alright, let's see how. Beautiful. Yeah, no, that's what you guys get. Let's take a look, see where that mech cluster is. We're going to jump to that location. Oh, that's over here. Another mech cluster. Alright, now is the time that we take care of that whole mess right there. First thing we're going to do is we are going to piss it off. Second thing we're going to do is set off an animal trap, I think. Let's go ahead and get everybody drafted. Take my housemates off that because they cannot do things. And then let's see, I may not have to. See, because I've got an orbital bombardment targeter. I think I'll just use those two. We'll get some extra elephant meat. I just want to make sure that everybody's in position before I set them off. And Kaz and Soren should both have targeters as well. Calling for help. Alright, glorious. We're going to get them within targeting range. We're going to put the first one there. We're going to put the second one there. Alright, let's see how this falls out. Also, let's go ahead and employ the shield, just so that way everybody stays nice and safe. Did only one go off? Only one went off. And we got some walls to fix. Oh. Do they have a shield that I didn't notice? They may have had a shield I didn't notice. Damn. Okay. No, that's fine. Let's go with something cool. Mech cluster. Okay, that won't work there. Trooper squad. Aerodrome salvo. I need to check and make sure that there's not a shield. I didn't see one. Centipede burner. Mech node. Lancer. Blaster. Let's try it one more time. My shield will last that long. So what do we got? 2, 3 left, plus a little turret. Oh, let's go with... not a neuroquake, that's too much. Don't think Manhunter pulses will work there. Let's just bring my guys... first, we'll just put a little turret right there. Wonderful. Alright, we'll move them there. Okay, it looks like that is almost done. We still have one little turret over there. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. And we'll do a quick pop smoke. And that's done. Fucking phenomenal. Alright, I don't see any components anywhere. Just a little bit of steel and plasteel, which won't go anywhere. Select some more things. Well, urgently. Select some more things. Okay, and then this guy and that guy, and then we got 1, 2 scythers to undo. Okay, wonderful. I don't believe anybody's in immediate danger. Wicked's a little hurties, but she'll take care of that. And absolutely, we're not gonna miss out on any of that meat. And we sent me a triple rocket launcher. Amazing. Beautiful. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's going insane. Everybody's good. They're gonna go get some well needed rest. All right, so those are done. Let's go ahead and get our how are we doing on steel? 665 units. So not a lot of steel, but we are getting steel up there. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and get our very, very cheap floors down. Just regular concrete flooring. I'll get that down there. That's already done, I think. Yes, because I'm a smart cookie. Look at me go. From here to here. We're going to lose out on a little bit of our crops for now, but that's okay. I'm actually planning on putting hydros in there. Alright, good. That's already good floors. We're going to go ahead and expand our area so that way Epsilon and our guys can go and be safe. We're going to go ahead and go zone inside home. We're going to go ahead and expand that to there. Beautiful. So that way that area will always be nice and clean. As soon as Epsilon gets out of his snit. I beat you. Did you come back for more patties? So I think I missed, Final fuckingly, my unemployment is hitting again after 3 weeks. 3 weeks of attempting to call. I finally ended up emailing them and they said there was nothing they can do. That the system flagged it. There's nothing they can do, but they did reinstate it. So good news, I'm now getting my unemployment again. Bad news is that it took 3 fucking weeks to do it. So I've still got, but that's like I got so pissed. Like I stayed on the phone for days at a time. A lot of times I was streaming at the time and I had my earbud. Oh, it's such a word to be a hard day. I had my earbud in and I was listening for them to pick up. They picked up twice. One time they called me back and said, "Oh, we don't do that here." I was like, "Okay, can you please give me the number to which that does happen?" They gave me the number. I called. They hung up. I called back. No fucking answer. So I'm like, okay. Tried again, and tried again until I lost patience. I don't lose patience. I don't lose patience. I don't. Let me go ahead and cancel these here. I don't want to mess up those growing crops. Those are ready to harvest those, so let's go ahead and get those harvested. And then we'll delete that zone. We'll go ahead and put that on no sowing, and that zone will take care of itself. But I don't lose my patience very often. I'm a very patient person. Very patient. If I do say so, very kind, very loving. But occasionally I will lose my shit. And having somebody hang up the phone on me is one of them. The nibblings get a pass depending on how, because they're my nephews, they get a pass. They know this. They'll usually call back and apologize. Perfectly fine, but I hate being hung up on. My friends are like, "Basia, when you're done, you just leave Discord." You're like, bye, and click, and you're done. Yes, that's how I end a phone call and Discord calls and streams. I'll say bye, I love you, bye, and then I'm done. Because if I'm hanging up the phone, that means I've already thought about the 6 million other fucking things I've got to do, and I gotta go get those done, so that way I can either go to sleep or get the next thing started. And it can be considered curt, but it's just the way I've always been. When I'm done with a conversation, I'm done. You know, I try not to drag it on because it makes me feel awkward, and I'm already awkward enough, right? So that's just a thing. Minor break risk. On to Evans, because you got your ass beat, honey. That's what happens when you get your ass beat, Bio. You're my melee baby. I also want you to equip your mono sword when you're done. Alright, so I took out a good bit of our space. Now I want to add cloth to this. And then right there. Then I want to set my bill for make pentacycline times 4. I want you to do until you have X. We have 11 people. I want 11 pentacycline at all times. I'll take 14. A little bit over, then we just got to remember we need pentacycline here. And then once Epsilon's up, he'll be running all this. We also got to make sure that we get his we need to make a collar. Do until you have X details 1 higher than 70. Alright, we need to make a slave strap. Detail X, details. Number 1. Higher than 70. Parka, pants, button-down shirt, robe, sleeve collar, sleeve strap. We don't need a burqa. We need a robe. We have robes. Okay. Don't think we need anything else. Good. I can make them all toques. It'll make them a little bit warmer, but we'll see. Was that Grammy? Yep. And today, I've got 2 things that I've got to do after stream. 1, I've got to get some piano practice in. I have class tomorrow, and I want to try to get that last song at least playable. But you see, you're unemployed. What are you doing all day? Well, 1, I am looking for work. 2, I am taking care of my adulting stuff, making sure my budget is correct, making sure my bills are right, cleaning. Colosse's rescue. Who needs rescue? Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna do this super damn quick. Where's my wicked? Back. You got your ass beat, Warren. What happened there? Social. Oh, you and Hector tied up. No. That'll fucking do it, my dude. And he is fucked. I mean, he might. And I don't have a medical emergency yet, but I may here in a second. Rescue. We're gonna go health. Teens regrowing. No, they fucked him up. Legit. I mean, damn. How the wall repairs are already done. I love my phone so much. Let's go ahead and get our nice red outline back. But I hate being hung up on with the passion of 1,000 fucking burning suns. Unforbid all items. But I really do hate being hung up on. It's one of my very few pet peeves. That and the sound of somebody eating in the car when I'm in there in the car with them, because the sound is just. But that's more of a sensitivity issue than it is a pet peeve. Being hung up on is actually a pet peeve. Now, I've had to do that before in certain work conditions, because you get some people on the phone and they're like, once they start yelling or cussing, if I have nobody to forward them to, I will hang up on a call. Only because I'm 45 fucking years old. You're not going to sit there over the phone and scream and yell at me. You want to do that? Come to my face. I may cry when you do it, which is going to make you feel exponentially worse. But over the phone, I'll just hang up. I had a customer do that this last tax season. And once they called me a bitch, I was out. I was like, nope, hung up the phone. As a matter of fact, they said, what is that bitch's name? And I was trying to help them. I was trying to legitimately help them. And I was like, nope, hung up the phone. They called back. I hung up again. I called my supervisor and her supervisor, gave them the rundown of what had happened, gave them the person's cell phone number, has been like, okay. Yep. All right, that fallen transporter. That's at the Times Menagerie. We can skip that one. I do have an active quest that I want to work on. Where did it go? 38 days. Check the coordinates. The hunt for Timothy. That one I do want to do later, but we'll probably end up doing that next week. Get up early tomorrow morning. Get my stream in early. Do adulting stuff. Play a little bit. Practice. Go to class. Come back home. Yep. I still can't believe how beautiful this base turned out. And this base. Dude, I can build bases. Alright, looks like they're still working on the floors over here, which I knew. That's going to take some time. I got a little bit of repainting to do on some walls thanks to damn meteor showers. But other than that, this base is pretty much autonomous. Again, we've got 66,000 units of food. We're rocking 463,000 units of kibble, which is just fantastic. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go ahead and get these guys reinstalled. I'm pretty sure I don't need as much steel as we're getting, but the riddle of steel never ends. Never, never, never. Alright, so we're going to go with unforbid these. Let's have Sorsha work on that one. Jasmine, work on this one. Kate is going to work on that one. And Precious is on that one. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Sorry about the coughing and everything. Quest active, Ancient Gateway. Bandit and Orbital Platform. Those I really need to send my entire crew on because overwhelming force is the best way to do those, which means that by the time my ship is done, I'm planning for at least 20 ship crew, and we'll probably end up actually making those babies. Get the Xenogerm in from Jump Street, so that way we don't have to worry about it. That's also a thing. I've never done a Xenogerm from a growth vat. I've always done them after the fact. So that's going to take a little bit of research on how to get that done properly because I don't want to mess up my babies. I know that's not roofed, right? No. Is it day night doing that? Probably. And it looks like those that interior bit can't be done, but that's okay. I also need another housemaid over here. Who's up? Xander's up. Zan, not Xander. Xander's still at my main base. And I got plenty of names to go by because we just hit 225 on Twitch and 260 something on YouTube for followers. Which is awesome and amazing and wonderful that people like my content and want to watch my crazy ass do things. Just great. Juggernaut Serum, Bioferrite, and some Plasteel. Do we have enough? We do. Psychic, Soothe, Pulsar. Let's grab one of those. Oh, they have a Harbinger Seed. I want that so hard. And I don't have enough. Shit. Brumby Horns. Yeah, no. I don't have enough to get everything I want, but that's fine. And we did make that bionic eye, so we have a spare eyeball just in case somebody needs them. And it looks like we're very close to being at time, which is good. Gotta go set out the chicken for supper. Gotta go get the dishes done. What else? I do want to play some DayZ today. I got a hot tip on where to get some furniture for my house. And I have to follow some train tracks and figure out where they go. So we gotta figure that out and figure out where. Oh, it's the snow. It's the snow that's causing that. Yep, because it hasn't snowed since I put the floors down. Derp. little bit of a flash storm. If that's here, no, I don't have to worry. Really don't have to worry about that. I do want our wood hauled in. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to get a haul urgently order on the wood. And then so far so good. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to. I wanted to get some more beds made. I wanted to make sure that we're more comfortable, but on the whole of it, we're doing a lot better. We got our clean sweeper down, so everything's gonna be clean. Epsilon is a fucking balla, and he's doing everything he can. I want to get another housemate over here. I gotta get the rest of the beds done. I've got to get Epsilon's room fixed up. I've got to get the rest of the hydroponic basins down. And then we're going to go for hot resource management. We're going to go for all the bits of uranium we can find. We're going to go ahead and set up our kill box, which will be a proper kill box this time. I'll actually go and look and see what we can do about how I want to get that fixed up. I do know I want a 2-wide corridor for the trap, so that way we don't have to worry about doors and nothing will get messed up with the AI tracking, which is getting fucky because my game is so old. But on that note, that's what we got for today. I love you guys so very, very, very much. And I want to see ya early tomorrow morning where we're going to get some of this shit done up. Love you. See you. Bye.